I am Akansha P.S. Vishwakarma, Assistant Professor, Index Institute of Pharmacy, Malwanchal University, Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Conversion of natural resources. As the human population is growing continuously, the composition of natural resources is also increasing. With the increase of industrialization and urbanization of the modern human society, the use of all these resources is increasing day by day. If these resources are not properly managed and used, there will be a serious scarcity of this resource. So we need to conserve the natural resource. Conversion is the proper management of a natural resource to prevent its exploitation, distribution, or degradation. Why should we conserve natural resources? As we know that nature provides all the basic needs which are necessary to us, but we are overexploiting or overusing these resources. If we go on overexploiting the nature, there will be no more resource available in the future. So there is an urgent need to conserve the nature. Here are some needs to maintain ecological balance for supporting life, to preserve different types of biodiversity, to preserve the natural resource for the present and future generations. Now, what is calling for our attention? India as a country is blessed with rich natural resources, but from our research on the use of natural resources in our country, we found that the resources are depleting every day. For example, forest and arable land is being developed due to urbanization, overpopulation, and overconsumption. Wildlife resources are being lost due to illegal poaching, hunting, and industrialization. Water resources are being contaminated or drying up due to industrialization. Now, conversion of natural resource in India. The government of India has undertaken many measures for the conservation of the resource. Regulations and reforms for proper housing and infrastructure, infrastructure development to avoid land acquisitions problems. Mass India Public Service message to educate the people on the importance of conservation of resources, increase the wildlife and forest reserves in the country. Schemes to do a proper inventory of the resources and mental changes in the environment. Various projects and schemes that promote conservation of resources. As a responsible citizen, we should many conserve like soil, water, biodiversity, and forests. Now, conservation of soil. Soil conservation measures should aim at preventing or at least minimizing the soil's loss. In order to do this, proper land utilization coupled with agricultural practices should be adopted. Some methods of conserving soil. First, crop rotation. Second, mulching. Third, strip cropping. Fourth, dry farming method. The first, crop rotations. Alternative growing a cereal and a legume in the same field will not only increase the yield but also increase the fertility of the soil. They also help in checking soil erosion. Now, second, mulching. Interculturing operations will kill weeds and soil mulches help the plants to be root firmly in the soil. Now, third, strip cropping. This is an agricultural practice of growing plants in suitable strips in the field. This is of the following types. Now, dry farming method. This may be practiced where rainfall is low, indefined, and variable. In dry farming method, only crops are grown that can sustain even a very low rainfall. Some images of soil conservation. First, mulching. Second, strip farming. Third, crop rotation. Fourth, dry farming. Now, conservation of water. A step to conserve water is the step to secure the future. The most essential among all the natural resources on earth is water. A drop of water is worth more than a sack of gold for the thirsty man. Water conservation is what that can reduce the scarcity of water. The aims to improve the efficiency of use of water and reduce losses and waste. Tips to save water. First, avoid leakage of water from the taps. Second, turn the Tap off when not in use, especially when you brush your teeth or wash clothes. Third, rainwater harvesting is the another method to conserve water. Fourth, the water supply should be limited in those areas which enjoys the unlimited water supplies. Now, technical methods to conserve water. First, rainwater harvesting. Second, historical water bodies. Third, ponds. These are some images of water conservation. This is image of rainwater harvesting. This is the image of water being wasted in cities of India. Please save water, save life. Now, conservation of biodiversity. Biodiversity provides the base for the livelihoods, cultures, and economics of several hundred millions of peoples, including farmers, fisher flock, forest dwellers, and Asturians. It provides raw material for a diverse medicinal and healthcare system. It also provides the genetic base for the continuous upgrading of culture features and for critical discoveries in scientific, industrial, and other sectors. The rapid erosion of biodiversity in the last few decades has impacted on the health of the land, water, bodies, and people. Now, measures to conserve biodiversity. Legislation, formal policies, and programs for conservation and sustainable utilization of biodiversity resources dates back to several decades. In situ conservation conserving the animals and plants in their natural habitats is known as in situ conservation. Ex situ conservation. Ex situ conservation of plants and animals preserve or protect them away from their natural habitat. Recording indigenous knowledge. The lives of local communities are closely interwoven with their environment and are dependent upon their immediate resource for meeting their needs, etc. There are some images of biodiversity. Save biodiversity and save life. Biodiversity, it's your life, protect it. Animal beings killed by people to make leather bags. Conservation of forests. Keeping in view the importance of forest in our life, the people all over the world have stopped unnecessary deforestation. Our government has also made laws to prevent unnecessary falling of trees. Government has decided to declare certain forests as protected areas. These protected areas are called reserve or wildlife sanctuaries. Here, no one is allowed to hunt animals. There are about 150 wildlife sanctuaries in India. People come from all over the world to see these sanctuaries. They consist of some of the most beautiful and rare animals. Some methods of conserving forests. For conservation of forests, following steps are can be taken. First, Conservation of forest is national problem, so it must be tackled with perfect coordination between forest department and other departments. Second, pupils' participation is in, in the conservation of forest is of vital importance. So, we must get them involved in this national task. Third, the cutting of trees in the forest must be stopped at all cost. Fourth, afforestation or special programs like Ven Mahotsav should be launched on grand scale. Fifth, celebration of all functions, festivals should persist with tree plantation. Sixth, cutting of timbers and other forest produce should be restricted. Seventh, grassland should be regenerated. Eighth, Forest Conservation Act 1980 should be strictly implemented to check deforestation. Ninth, several centuries of excellence have been set up and award should be instituted. Images of forest and its conservation. Deforestation in Amazon and African rainforest. By our Indian Constitution, legislation for conservation. First, various laws and acts have been passed in Indian Constitution for the protection and conservation of various natural resources. Some of them are first, Environment Protection Act 1986. Second, Forest Conservation Act 1980. Third, Chipko movement 1988 and any modes. Thank you.